if the expression ax to the power 4 plus bx to the power 3 minus x squared plus 2x plus 3 has a remainder 3x plus 5, when it is divided by that, find the values of a and b. This means this is our divisor, because they are telling when it is divided by that. This is our remainder, and this is our polynomial. Let's first state those categorically. Our polynomial is ax. Our remainder is that, and our divisor is that. They're asking us to find the values of a and b. In our polynomial, our divisor and our remainder look like that. Now, we all know that our polynomial is going to be equal to the product of the quotient times the divisor plus the remainder. And in this case, our polynomial is this is equal to our quotient times our divisor, which is going to be that, plus our remainder, which is going to be 3x plus 5. So our polynomial is saying that ax to the power 4 plus bx cubed minus x squared plus 2x plus 3 is... This is supposed to be our quotient times our divisor plus the remainder. They're asking us to find for the values of a and b in this polynomial. We all know that if p of x is equal to the remainder, if p of x is to be equal to the remainder, then it means that this whole term should be equal to 0 for that to be possible. For p of x to be equal to r, it means that this whole term must be equal to 0. So it means that in respect to that, if we are looking at this polynomial, it's going to be equal to this, the product of the quotient and the divisor, plus the remainder. It means that this whole term must be equal to 0. So now let's get the values of x for which this term is equal to 0. After getting the values of x for which this term is equal to 0, then we shall come back to this same expression, fill in those values of x so that we are able to get the values of a and b. So what we are going to do is this. We are going to look for the value of x here, for which this term is going to be equal to 0. It means we are going to prime factorize this expression and get our value of x, for which we'll make this whole term 0. After getting our value of x, then it means we are going to come and substitute it in this whole expression, so that we form simultaneous equations which we shall later solve so that we get our values of a and b. So we start working. So meaning for x, so we factorize that quadratic expression and we get our value of x. So this is going to become x squared. We get two numbers when we are prime factorizing two numbers. Two numbers should give us a sum of negative 1, and when we multiply them, they should give us a product of negative 2. And these two numbers are going to be, it's going to be negative 2 and 1 and positive 1. It's going to be negative 2 and positive 1, because positive 1 plus negative 2 is going to give us negative 1. Then positive 1 times negative 2 is going to give us negative 2. So these two numbers are going to replace that middle term. So it means it's going to be x squared plus 1x. So it's supposed to be plus 1 minus 2x minus 2 is going to be equal to 0. So this becomes like that. So we have gotten our values of x for which this expression is equal to 0. When we substitute for 2 or negative 1 in this expression, we shall get 0. So now we substitute for these values of x in this expression. we know that when we substitute for the values of x in this expression, this whole term will be equal to 0, and so we shall be remaining with this expression is going to be equal to 0 plus that expression. So we shall substitute here for the value of x when it is for the two values of x we have gotten. Then we are going to form two simultaneous equations that are going to help us to get the values of a and b. We proceed. That's our first equation. Then in second equation, still we are going to substitute in that same expression for values of x, which is going to be -1. So we shall end up with our value of our expression here as a minus b is equal to 2. So our first equation is a minus b is equal to 2. Our second expression is 16a plus 8b is equal to 8. So we shall solve those two equations simultaneously, most easily by substitution. So we shall substitute the value of a here. If we make a the subject of the formula here, it's going to be a will be equal to 2 plus b. So we substitute for the value of a in this expression and we get our value of our values, our answer. So it's going to mean 16 into a, which is 2 plus b, plus 8b is equal to 8. So we calculate and get our value of b. So here we shall end up with our value of b as -1. When we substitute our value of b in this expression, we shall get our value of a as 2 plus b, which is -1, which is going to be 1. So our value of a is 1, our value of b is -1. Thank you for watching this tutorial. Please don't forget to like and share this video. For more videos, simply subscribe to Kisembo Academy. I hope to catch you in the next video for Kisembo Academy. This is Arnold Ranga Kuramia.